The next step then is this final document that my understanding is that the first draft, in fact, has already been written and read. The document has been, they've been writing it throughout the month. I guess they would never even have a final document if they didn't start writing it throughout. I just wrote some things down because there's some stipulations here. So the first draft was read on Tuesday, correct? And the bishops could submit amendments by Wednesday. The document is going to be an integrated text, not a list of propositions. So today is Friday, but some people might be watching the show on Sunday, so we don't know what the final document is yet. But that text will be read on Saturday, and it will be voted on paragraph by paragraph. You've been there, Sebastian, a few synods already. So is this normal? This is how it always goes with the synod. What can you tell us about this whole process?
I actually have the notebooks from the other 3 synods that I've been at, from like keeping track of like how many
votes?
Yes, how many no, and so I have this long day. So it's really cool to go back and look at that. But yeah, every paragraph will be voted on. There was some discussion, debate about how effective this process was over the last couple of weeks because the document was being drafted before the conversations in the small groups were in the third week were even taking place. So some people are saying, oh, well, the synod is rigged because the document, which is always what happens and things like this. But as you said in your little opening there, I mean, what other process do you have? Like, can you write this incredible, massive, comprehensive document in a matter of a couple of days? Of course not. So you have to start.
So how does the voting work? Do they have to have a certain majority, 2/3?
2/3 majority. Every synod father, bishop, and then there's a few other people from
they get to vote.
That get to vote, religious priests and brothers. And it's just a simple 2/3 majority.
And if there's no majority, the paragraph is not included?
Removed. Yeah, removed.
It'll be removed
from the final document. Okay. And the interesting thing will be see what Francis does with this. A lot of people are speculating if he'll adopt it as part of his ordinary magisterium, or if it's something which, like historically, he's taken and then written his own document in light of some of the things that the Synod Fathers have suggested to him. So we'll have to wait and see and analyze it next week. But
now, Father Matt, there's a New Testament story of the road to Emmaus that has been chosen as the biblical reference point for the final document. Why do you think that is significant?
Well, it's something that came in from a very early point in the Synod. They started talking about this image, and it's kind of stuck because I think it's just that fitting. And really, what it's all about is Jesus on the road to Emmaus with those 2 disciples, and it's Jesus preaching to them, he's teaching them, he's showing them, he's breaking open the scripture for them. But the important part for this was before he did any of that, he walked along and he just listened. He listened to all the things that they had to tell him. And so it's this image of we are a listening church, we're taking in, and then we teach as well. And that's kind of been the balancing act that the Synod Fathers and the auditors have been trying to figure out along the way. But we see it in a perfect example in Jesus right in our scripture.
And the walking together, of course, as well.